Your AI agent doesn't remember a single thing you tell it. Every message you send, it wakes up with total amnesia, and some piece of software you probably didn't think much about scrambles to fake a memory before the model can answer. The fake is what everyone calls agent memory, and right now it's the messiest, most argued over corner of building with AI. A whole industry is selling you ways to make your agent remember more. Though the thing that separates working memory from memory that wrecks your agent is knowing what to throw away. By the end of this video, you'll know why the model forgets at all, what agent memory is, the one reason more memory can make your agent worse, and the boring setup that's all most agents will ever need. We should start with the simple part. Why does your agent forget? The model itself is stateless. One request goes in, one answer comes out, and the instant it finishes, the model throws everything away. It doesn't know you, it doesn't know the last thing it said. Every turn it's meeting you for the first time. So how does a chat feel continuous at all? Your tool cheats. Before each turn, it pastes the whole conversation back in, behind the scenes, so the model can read what already happened and act like it remembered. That repasting is the only reason anything sticks. And statelessness isn't some bug they forgot to fix. It's the thing that lets one model serve millions of people at once, without everyone's conversations bleeding into each other. Memory gets stretched over three different things. The context window is the model's workspace for a single answer, the text it can see right now. Think of it as RAM, fast, small, wipe the moment the job's done. Retrieval, what most people call RAG, is a read. You keep a pile of documents, and when a question comes in, you go fetch the chunks that look relevant and drop them in. A library you can search. Memory is the part that writes. It watches what happens, decides something is worth keeping, and saves it so a future session can use it. That last one is where the real work lives. RAG reads from a shelf someone already stocked. Memory decides what goes on the shelf and what gets pulled back off when it turns out to be wrong. If memory is the writing, something has to do the writing. This is where the "it's a database in a costume" complaint comes from, and it's worth being precise about. A good memory system isn't a place you dump text. It's a loop wrapped around the model with two halves. The right path is the remembering. After a turn, a separate process reads back over what just happened and asks one hard question. Is anything here worth keeping? Mostly, no. The model's own filler, half its reasoning, the 15 tool calls that went nowhere. All noise. The good systems bin that and keep the few durable facts. You switch from Python to TypeScript. The deploy failed on an auth step. This user hates early flights. Then it reconciles them against what it already knew, so a new fact overrides the old one instead of piling up beside it. The read path is the recalling. A new turn comes in, and before the model sees anything, the loop decides what's relevant, pulls a handful of the right memories, ranks them, and pastes only those into the window, not the whole pile, only the best few. Write, store, reconcile, retrieve, rank, forget. That's the loop. And notice what's doing the work, not the database underneath. Swap the vector store for a graph or for a plain text file and the loop is the same. What makes memory sharp or useless is the controller making those keep or toss calls. That is something that can't be sold in a box. You would think the fix is obvious. Models take 1 million tokens of context now. So stop deleting things. Paste the entire history in every time and let the model sort it out. More memory, fewer problems. It runs the other way. A model with a giant window doesn't read across all of it evenly. Researchers at Chroma pushed 18 of the top models through longer and longer inputs, and every single one got less reliable as the input grew, even on easy lookups. They named it context rot. The window fills, the signal drowns, and the model starts skimming. You've likely felt this as well. Early in a session, an agent follows your instructions almost every time. Bury those same instructions under a few thousand tokens of chat history, and its compliance falls through the floor, down to roughly a third by the time a conversation's run long. So the job flips. A memory system proves its worth by how much it throws away. Keep the active context small, sharp, and mostly empty, and the model stays clear-headed, which makes the controller's hardest and most valuable job forgetting on purpose. Don't think there's a solution for it, by the way. Forgetting on purpose sounds clean until you try to write the rule for it, knowing what to keep. There's no reliable signal for this is important. Keep too much and you're back to context rot. Keep too little and you bin the one detail that turns out to matter 3 days later. The model can't tell, and neither can a simple heuristic. Then staleness. Yesterday you preferred Python. Today it's TypeScript. A naive system stores both, retrieves both, and now the agent holds two facts that contradict each other with no idea which one is true now. Getting the new fact to override the old one, instead of sitting next to it, is one of the open problems. There's retrieval precision. Search finds what's similar, not what's correct. Ask about your current task and it'll happily surface a 3-day-old log that happens to use the same words. Similar is not the same as right. And the silent one. You often can't tell if any of it is working. Memory failures don't throw errors. The agent just gets a little worse, and you won't notice it until it confidently forgets something it shouldn't have. There are benchmarks for this, like long mem eval, and they show even strong setups dropping around 30% of their accuracy over long, multi-session chats. The trouble is every vendor posts a great score on their own benchmark, and those scores rarely survive someone else running the test, so treat the numbers as marketing. One more thing, because it changes how you should think about the whole system. The moment your agent writes things down and trusts them later, that memory becomes a target. A normal prompt injection is a one-shot problem. Someone slips a bad instruction in, the agent does something dumb for one turn, the session ends, it's gone. But say your agent reads a poisoned line of a shared readme or an email, decides it's a useful fact and writes it to long-term memory. That attack doesn't end with the session, it waits. Days later, in a completely different and maybe privileged session, the agent pulls that memory back up and runs it, with no clue it was planted. Researchers have landed these implants more than 90% of the time using nothing but ordinary-looking messages. Persistent memory turns a passing exploit into a sleeper agent. So what does all this mean for you, building something this week? Almost certainly less than the market wants to sell you. Most working developers don't run a memory system at all. They write things down, a Claude MD or Agents MD file with the project's standing facts, a notes file the agent appends to, Git history which is already a clean record of what got done and why. When a conversation gets long, summarize the old turns and drop the raw transcript. Add one small table of durable facts per user looked up exactly and not by similarity, and you've killed the number one complaint. It forgot my preference, with no vector database in sight. The heavy tools, Mem0, Letta, Zep, all of them are worth it the day you can prove you need them. Real cross-session personalization, a codebase too big to summarize, a swarm of agents that have to share state. Until you hit one of those walls, a fancy memory layer mostly buys you more tokens, more latency, and more ways to fail. Whatever you do, write the test first. 5 questions on your own data. One about a stable preference. One about a fact that changed. One the agent should refuse to answer because nobody ever told it. If you can't measure whether memory helped, you can't tell a system that works from one that only feels like it does. Zoom out and the field is settling on one shape even while it argues about everything else. Nobody has won the database. Vector, graph, files, they all still have their believers. What people are converging on is the loop. Write, store, reconcile, retrieve, rank, forget. All of it running under a tight budget of what the model can actually hold. When your agent forgets something it shouldn't, the problem is almost never the storage. It's the decision about what deserved to be stored and what should have been thrown out. The controller, not the database underneath it. Get that decision right and a markdown file goes a long way. Get it wrong and the most expensive memory stack on the market just helps your agent forget faster. For most agents you'll ever build, memory is a markdown file and a habit. Reach for more the day you can prove you need it and not a day before.